In this video, I'm going to show you how you can map out your marketing funnel. My name is Eric Siu. I'm the co-host of the Marketing School podcast and the host of the Growth Everywhere podcast, where we interview world-class entrepreneurs every single week. And going back to marketing school, we nerd out on marketing every single day. So let's jump into this. In terms of your marketing funnel, I think it's very important that you figure out what a marketing funnel is. By the way, if you Google marketing funnel, I think we're probably the number 2 or number 3 result. So you can learn what a marketing funnel is one-on-one. And the idea behind a marketing funnel is your customer isn't always ready to buy immediately. In fact, for us, our sales cycle is anywhere from 2 to 6 months, sometimes even longer than that, because they're paying a higher dollar amount. They're not always ready to buy immediately. Some are impulse buyers like myself. Sometimes I just walk into the store and buy something, even though I never intended to, but most people aren't. So you gotta figure out how you can actually nurture the relationship. So make sure that you're collecting emails. You gotta be collecting emails first. You can use a tool like Monster. Then you use a drip or marketing automation tool. You can use something like ConvertKit and just make your life easier, or you can use something more robust like a Marketo. What's important is, once you start things out, you gotta think about how you can continue to nurture people. So Frank Kern, who's a really good marketer, he talks about contingencies. So if people click on this, or if they have downloaded 5 resources on SEO, they should be tagged with SEO and be sent a webinar on SEO. And then after they watch the webinar, they are sent a sequence on a product around SEO, and there's an expiring sequence. That's how you can set up your marketing funnel. It's really based on behavior. You're moving people around because people are, sometimes they're interested in paid advertising. I'm just talking about kind of in the context of marketing, but they might be, let's say you're selling flowers, for example. One day they might want daffodils. One day they might want roses. One day they might want, I don't know what other flowers there are. But you just gotta make sure that you're moving people around based on what they're interested in, and also based on the different holidays out there too. What I like is, for the Growth Everywhere podcast, I've done over 300 interviews, which is great because I have all this content, and these interviews, the content never ever expires because those stories never change, because they're stories, they're in the past. So what I can do is, because they help people, they provide marketing tips, entrepreneurial tips, I just keep dripping that content every single week. And in my funnel, because we publish content a lot, every single week we send them a new blog post that comes from the blog. So that's a blog to RSS feature that we have in our drip sequence. The marketing funnel, in my opinion, should never be ending, but you do want to make sure that there is some kind of ending when you're trying to sell them something. So you have to have some urgency there. Depends on what you're trying to do, but you should always be nurturing them. And then depends on their buying cycle, depends on the actions that they've taken. You might move them into another funnel for a period of time, and then for over a 7-day period, maybe you're putting them through an expiring sequence to buy something. Make sure that you warm people up a little bit, and then when they're hot, move them into something else, get them to take an action, and then move them back to the nurture sequence, and then when they're hot again, move them somewhere else. That's how you want to do it. The final thing I'll recommend is read the book .com Secrets from Russell Brunson. It gives you a lot of insight around funnels and what kind of funnels that you can be building, ascending people up, taking them down, and things like that. So if you felt like you got the power-ups from this video to take you to the next level, I'm curious on what you're gonna do in the comments to actually level up. So if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.